You cut the carbs, you bought the strips, you're doing keto, and yet you still feel like a snack-hunting zombie by 3 p.m. Cravings keep respawning. Your energy faceplants between meals. The workout that should feel light suddenly feels like dragging a sled. Ketones bounce around and the scale moves, but your body looks stuck. That is the worst kind of confusion, because you're doing the thing and not getting the payoff. Real fat adaptation has a very different feel. Moving to slide 2. When you're actually fat adapted, the day gets quieter. Energy is steady for hours, not a spike and crash. Hunger shows up as a gentle signal, not an emergency. Focus stays clean without you bargaining for just one more keto snack. Fasted mornings feel easier, and between meals you recover instead of fading. You stop feeling like you're managing your body all day. And keto, by itself, does not guarantee that state. Moving to slide 3. Keto is a food list. Fat adaptation is a fuel pattern. You can keep carbs low and still run a fed metabolism all day. If insulin keeps getting bumped, fat release stays partly locked, even if you're technically in ketosis. That's why you can see ketones and still have low fat oxidation. You're eating fat, making some ketones from it, but not reliably tapping into stored body fat for steady energy. The signals that tell your liver and muscles, we're fed, keep storing and sipping, never really shut off. And without those longer low insulin gaps, your body never gets pushed to upgrade its ability to burn fat on demand. Keto can be the setup, but the pattern decides whether adaptation ever happens. Moving to slide 4. The number one mistake is thinking keto snacks are harmless. You finish a meal, then it's fat coffee, then a couple bites while cooking, then a handful of nuts, then a keto bar because it's low carb, then some leftover chicken because protein is fine. That grazing pattern keeps you in a constant mini-meal state. Even small snacks can trigger insulin, especially if there's protein, dairy, or sweeteners. And fat, even when it doesn't spike insulin much, still delivers calories that reduce the need to pull from stored fat. You never truly reach a clean post-meal window where your body has to switch gears. You feel like you're being disciplined, but the metabolism never gets a reason to adapt. Moving to slide 5. Grazing breaks it because insulin bumps stack. Each nibble is another signal that says, incoming fuel, no need to mobilize. When insulin is repeatedly elevated, fat release from your fat cells stays suppressed, so your blood doesn't get that steady stream of fatty acids between meals. Your liver also stays busy processing a constant trickle of nutrients, instead of settling into a stable, low-noise state. Meanwhile, your muscles keep acting sugar-seeking, because they rarely experience the sustained low insulin conditions that push them to rely more on fat. The result is louder hunger cues, more cravings, and that edgy in-between meals crash that makes you reach for another snack. If you want fat adaptation, you need real gaps where your body is clearly done eating. Moving to slide 6. Protein can still spike insulin, even when the label looks perfect. A lean snack like turkey slices, a protein bar, or a whey shake can raise insulin enough to pause fat release for a while. Add fat, and it still counts as a feeding event, because you are still delivering energy, and insulin still responds to amino acids. Shakes are the fastest version since they digest quickly, so they hit harder than the same protein in whole food. Jerky and protein snacks also turn into meal replacements without you realizing it. Then you start chasing macros all day, building a pattern of little nibbles that keeps you in a constant fed state. If your goal is steady ketosis and calm appetite, protein is a tool, not something to sip and graze on all day. Moving to slide 7. Fat coffee feels like a hack, but it starts your eating clock early. It adds a lot of calories with surprisingly little satiety, so you often end up snacking later anyway. It can also mask real hunger, so you miss the clean signal that would help you time a proper meal. And because you are still fueling, your body delays drawing as much from stored fat. Your morning should set your appetite, not scramble it. Moving to slide 8. Hidden snack signals are usually not about carbs. They are about taste and routine. Sweet taste, even without sugar, can keep your brain in look for more mode. If you rely on keto desserts, sweet drinks, or sweetened yogurt every day, You are practicing cravings, not removing them. Some people do fine, but many notice that the more often they taste sweet, the more often they want to eat.
Sugar alcohols are another trap. They can cause gas, bloating, and urgent bathroom trips. And that gut stress can feel like hunger or drive you to keep picking at food. Artificial sweeteners also backfire for some people by increasing appetite or nudging you toward more snack decisions, especially when they are paired with salty, crunchy foods.
The most common pattern is just one, turning into a daily ritual. If something keeps reappearing in your hand every afternoon, it is not a treat. Moving to slide 9. You know it is happening when you need snacks to function. If hunger shows up every 2 hours, that is not a willpower problem, it is a pattern problem. The afternoon energy cliff is another clue. You feel fine, then suddenly flat, and a quick bite feels like the only fix. Irritability between meals counts too, especially if you feel calm right after eating and edgy soon after. That is a sign your meals are not carrying you, or you are interrupting the gap with mini feeds. If you measure ketones, wild swings often match this. You get a decent reading, then it drops after small snacks, then you try to rescue it with more restriction, and the cycle repeats. Stable appetite is the real marker. When your meals are right and your gaps are clean, you can work, think, and move without negotiating with the pantry. Moving to slide 10. The fix in one line is simple. Eat fewer times per day. Build full meals and stop nibbling. Anchor each meal with enough protein to feel solid for hours. Then add fat to satisfaction, not as a drinkable add-on. Keep carbs low and consistent, so you are not bouncing between almost keto and keto again. Then let hunger reset naturally by protecting the space between meals with water, plain coffee, plain tea, and time. Give it a few days and your appetite usually quiets down, your energy smooths out, and ketosis becomes something your routine supports instead of something you chase. Moving to slide 11. To make this actually work, you need structure. Plan your meals and plan the gaps between them so you are not negotiating with hunger all day. Keep snack foods out of your house, or at least out of reach. Drink water, and if you are getting headaches or feeling flat, add electrolytes. Take a 10-minute walk after meals to blunt the blood sugar spike. And protect sleep, because poor sleep makes appetite louder and impulse control weaker. Make the environment do the work, and the timeline takes care of itself. Moving to slide 12. Expect the first week to feel weird. Not dangerous, just unfamiliar. Your usual cues for when to eat are partly habit and timing, not true need, so the gaps can feel louder at first. You might notice a dip in mood, restless sleep, or workouts feeling a little heavier. That does not mean it is failing. It usually means your body is adjusting to fewer constant hits of easy fuel. Weeks 2 to 4 tend to feel steadier. Hunger becomes more predictable, cravings get less sharp, and it's easier to stop at enough. If you lift or do hard intervals, performance often rebounds later than appetite does. Early on, keep intensity but trim volume, or keep volume but lower intensity. Pick one lever, not both. Stress is the wild card. High stress and short sleep push appetite up and recovery down, and they can slow how quickly you feel stable. That's why consistency beats perfection. If you blow one day, return to the next planned meal. Repetition is what trains your signals, and that sets up your next move. Moving to slide 13. Here is your next move. Pick your eating windows for the next 7 days and write them down. Remove one snack category that always turns into grazing, like chips, cookies, or sweet drinks. Track hunger, not cravings. Before you eat, rate physical hunger from 1 to 10, then eat and rate it again after. Run it for 7 days, then adjust one thing. Subscribe for more practical nutrition that you can actually follow. Comment the hardest time of day for you to stay on plan. This content is for education only and is not medical advice. Consult a qualified clinician for personal guidance. Ketosis is a tool. Metabolic flexibility is the goal.